It's been nearly a year, Mandy, since you shocked really all of us, everyone in the wrestling world, walking back through the doors of NXT. Take us through the mindset. It was like July 13th of last year that you did all that. What led to that and why?
Yeah, it's been one hell of a year. I'm super grateful for everything that has come my way this past year. But I have to say, in the beginning, I was a little taken back, of course, but I knew in the back of my head, in the back of my mind, that this is going to be something really good. And anything I've ever done in my past before wrestling, I've always kind of, had the drive and had put in the hard work to create whatever I wanted to create. And, it's a blank slate, so I can create whatever I want. And at that moment, I just was like, I think this is going to be really good for me, a really good opportunity to be able to showcase more layers to my character. Like I was the Golden Goddess, God's greatest creation, thanks to Corey Graves. Never forget that you created that one.
Look at this love
someone
fest.
gives me some damn credit.
I always do. Definitely created that great tagline. And so, I was the eye candy and all that, and it's all great and all, but I always, even when I first started and I didn't know what my character was going to be, primarily in the beginning, but I always envisioned myself, I know I walk into a room and everyone stares, I'm not being cocky, but that's reality, right? So the biggest thing was
the
like,
most awesome humble brag of all time. I love it.
I knew you'd like that one. But I wanted more, I obviously am super athletic, and I've always envisioned my character to be somewhat like Trish Stratus, right? So like, basically I, have the looks, but I can back it up in the ring, and I can, showcase my true talent and all my abilities. So I think going back to NXT was just a way for me to like kind of start fresh and kind of rebrand my character a little bit and kind of just create a little more edginess to my character, if that makes sense. Like I'm not just the, blonde bombshell. And I think by changing the hair color, that definitely, gives a good kind of new look to a character. And I think all of us over time have to evolve and change. But I had a really good feeling about it, and I didn't know where it was going to go. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know I would form this great faction, Toxic Attraction, and kind of take two women under my belt and kind of create this great friendship and camaraderie, in NXT. And I've really been enjoying my time so much that I love it. And I mean, I don't see anyone taking this title away from me, to be honest. So I'm extremely happy right now.
Compare and contrast for me the difference from your perspective personally. You came from the fitness world. You weren't a wrestling person when you arrived in WWE. You had a cup of coffee in NXT, and next thing you know, you're on Raw, you're on SmackDown as God's greatest creation. Compare that experience to what you're dealing with now and you returning to NXT as far as developing your character. To your point, you had a lot of chances to experiment. What's different and what's better about being in NXT to find yourself versus trying to find yourself in the main spotlight?
I would say confidence is a big one. I feel like I've always had that confidence from the get-go, but I felt like then I was a bit kind of just go with the flow, like, throw something at the wall and see if it sticks type of thing. And, when you're newer too, like, to be honest, I never really was put on NXT TV when I was in NXT. Right. I had one match with Ember Moon, and then I was, debuting on Monday Night Raw with Paige and Absolution. So I just feel like I feel like the biggest difference I would say is that, and you guys know firsthand, but like when you know who you are so much and your character, and you like have that confidence, you're just able to kind of, I don't know, you just present yourself differently, and like people, as far as whoever it may be behind the scenes, I feel like you're just more respected. So I feel like knowing that I'm more respected here and now, and, I put some time into, that's always a big thing in this community and all that. But I just feel like respect and confidence is like, I would say are two of the biggest things and the biggest difference.
Mandy, we're a little over a week away from SummerSlam, where the Raw Women's Championship will be defended. Bianca Belair defends against Becky Lynch. The SmackDown Women's Championship, Liv Morgan will defend against Ronda Rousey. One women's championship is noticeably absent from the biggest party of the summer. Understandably, it's not part of the brand. But why, in your opinion, is the NXT Women's Championship maybe not looked at on the same level as Raw and SmackDown?
That's such a great question. I don't know. Like, I mean, why isn't it? I think it's both, to be honest. I think considering you look at my reign, and I have been the most consistent champion this past year, and I think it's pretty awesome, to be honest, being a longer reigning champion than Charlotte Flair and Bayley and, part of the Four Horsewomen. Like, everyone talks about the Four Horsewomen and they're amazing, but it's like, at the end of the day, like, that's why when I tweet sometimes, like, put some respect on my name. Like, I'm not joking. Put some respect on my name.
Like what you hear? Catch full episodes of After the Bell on Spotify. Follow us now and never miss an episode.